Hello, book lovers! Today I'm going to be doing the Book Mash tag, which was started by Jessie the Reader, and then Bookables added one last category. So I'm going to put a link to both of their videos down in the TARDIS. It's big around the inside. And if you don't know how to play, I'll also put the link to directions to how to play down in the TARDIS, but I think you probably do know how to play, and if you can't tell, I've already had some coffee today. Yeah. So, let's get started! So I've already filled it out, so I'm going to tell you the categories and what I filled out, okay? And I forgot to mention, Jessie said you're supposed to fill out 3 choices and then your 4th choice is supposed to be like a bad one. So I did that. I followed the rules, sort of, sometimes. Okay, here we go. So the first category is where you're going to live. So I put the Wizarding World, meaning Harry Potter. Then we put Narnia. And then Rosewood from the Pretty Little Liars series. I would like to maybe hang out with the Pretty Little Liars, and it seems like a cute town, but you know, murders happen there and blackmailing. So scandalous and gossip. I mean, it would be fun, but also potentially dangerous. And then along those same lines, Trenton, New Jersey, which is the setting for the Stephanie Plum series, the One for the Money series, about a female bounty hunter. And that's bad because I wouldn't want to live in New Jersey. They don't make New Jersey sound very appealing, actually, except there's a lot of food, so, you know, that could be okay. Next, we have occupation, so I put Care of Magical Creatures Professor, because if I was going to teach at Hogwarts, yeah, I'd be like Hagrid. That is what I would want to do. Then a Bounty Hunter, like Stephanie Plum. Minister of Magic. Minister of Magic is like being president, and then you get to make the laws, and I would do good things. And then for a bad one, I put a waitress at Merlotte's, which, if you don't know, is from the Sookie Stackhouse book series by Charlaine Harris, also made into the True Blood TV series. I mean, Merlotte's seems like a pretty cool place to be a waitress. It's this cool little bar. But, I mean, I don't want to be a waitress forever. I'm a waitress now, and honestly, if I had to think of, like, a horrible occupation for my future life, I mean, yeah. Next, we have pets. So I put a hippogriff, an owl, also from Harry Potter, a hamster, which seems silly, but in the Stephanie Plum series, she's not really equipped to, like, she can barely take care of herself. So for a pet, she has a hamster, and his name is Rex, and she treats him very, very well, and she feeds him, like, you know, her leftovers, which is funny. And I have had hamsters before, but I sort of envision that might actually be my future. No kids, just a hamster. And then, oh, I guess I didn't put a bad one for this, because pets can't be bad. So for the last one, I put a demon. This is from his Dark Materials trilogy, his Golden Compass, and the sequels. And what it is that everybody has a demon, which takes animal form, and it's like connected to you, basically, in a way. And so, like, it can read your thoughts and, like, know where you are and everything. And it's not really supposed to, like, go too far from you, but it's a pet, too, because, I mean, it's an animal and it's cute. So I think that would actually be really fun. I remember when I first read that series, I was like, oh my goodness, I want that. I want, like, a permanent pet that is always just there attached to me. That would be so cool. Then we have who I'm going to marry, which is an important one. Draco Malfoy. Yeah. I feel like maybe that could be a bad one because he's pretty, you know, stuck up and prejudiced. But, I mean, I think I could put him in his place. So, yeah. Then we have Marcus Flutie from the Sloppy First series by Megan McCafferty. I love Marcus Flutie. And then we have Ron Weasley because Ron Weasley. And then for a bad one, I put Edward Cullen. I hope no little young Twilight fanatics get angry at me for that. But I would not want to be married to Edward Cullen because I don't want to really be turned into a vampire. And he's very, like, obsessive and stalkerish and boring. And I just don't think I could handle him for, like, an eternity. Sorry, guys. So then we have transportation. I put broomstick, flying car, like the Weasleys. And then these last two are both kind of bad. Blue Citrus, which is Alaska Young's car from Looking for Alaska. I like cars with personalities, and that's why I picked it, but at the same time, I mean, just, yeah. And then Really, for a bad one, I put Big Blue, which I forgot to look this up. I was supposed to look up what car it is exactly. I want to say Cadillac, but I don't know. But it's an old car. It's from the Stephanie Plum series, and she has this thing where she tends to like get her cars blown up or bad things happen to them. And so every time she needs a new car, she borrows this car from her grandmother because her grandmother doesn't really have her license, and it's just this old, big, blue, humongous car, and so she's embarrassed to be driving around in it, but the thing about it is it's like indestructible. No matter how many times she like blows up cars and has bad things happen, like nothing happens to her in Big Blue. So I would not want to be driving that. I wouldn't, but you know, might make me feel safe or something. Yeah. And then we have kids. I put 0 because I don't particularly want kids, and then I put 1 and 2, and then 7 for the bad one. And then this last category was added by Bookables, and I think it's really cool. It's best friend. Who's going to be your best friend? So I picked Jessica Darling because me and Jessica Darling would get along very well. We would make fun of people and be cynical together, and it would be awesome. And then Hermione Granger because nerd, and we'd get we'd get along well because we're both nerds, and she's frickin' Hermione, yeah. And then I was having trouble with the rest. I put Aria Montgomery because I love Aria from the Pretty Little Liars series, and I mean, I think she's very, very cool and like creative and artsy, so in that sense we would also get along. The only thing is that being best friends with Aria would probably make me one of the Pretty Little Liars and a target for A, and that would not be good. No, no. And then along the same lines, I put Stephanie Plum because Stephanie likes to eat and has a hamster. Yeah. So I think me and Stephanie would get along very well too, but then I would have to I'd be caught in the crossfires of her disastrous life when she tries to catch bad guys and people shoot at her, and that would just be bad. Okay, so I think this took way too long. Yeah, it took way too long. Okay, anyway. Now we're going to play. I'm going to make the little spirally thing, my little spiral there, and now I'm going to count the thingies, the lines, and see, and we're going to play. So let's go. We have, I won't marry Edward Cullen. That's the bright spot of all this, no matter what else happens. Dang it. I'm not going to marry Ron Weasley. That's what I was really hoping for on this thing, but it's okay. I'm not going to be a waitress at Merlotte's. Honestly, if I had gotten that, I would have taken that as a sign, a very bad sign for my future, seriously, so that's good. Not going to be a bounty hunter. That's okay, I don't think I'd be very good at that. Now we're done, and honestly, my future's looking pretty good here, actually. So, I am living in a mansion in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. My occupation is Minister of Magic, so I guess it's a good thing I'm living in the Wizarding World, huh? I'm going to have a pet hippogriff. I'm having a Harry Potter life. No kids, which is fine with me, and I am marrying Draco Malfoy. My transportation is a flying car. And my best friend is Jessica Darling. Now, honestly, I don't know what Jessica is doing in Harry Potter world. It came down to Jessica or Hermione. If it was Hermione, that would have been funny. So this, it looks like I'm a wizard or a witch, I guess. Yeah, I'm magical. That's what I've learned from this. Honestly, I didn't intend for that to come out like that. I feel like I put a lot of non-Harry Potter stuff on here. More than Harry Potter stuff. Maybe not. Okay, well, that's my life, guys. And you know what? This was really fun. Really, really fun. So you should try it too, and you can leave it as a video response, or really, you should probably leave it as a video response to Jesse's video, and once again, the link to that will be down in the TARDIS. It's bigger on the inside. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go dream about my Harry Potter future. Okay, bye! Now go read.